You are listening to LabListens.
Welcome back to another episode of LabListens. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between control and caring. My name is Inka and I'm the co-host.
My name's Natalia and I'm one of the co-hosts as well. Today we have a special guest with us and I'll hand over to them to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Leo and I'm from Italy. Plus, I'm one of the editors here and a guest.
Since the topic of today's podcast is going to be control vs caring, we're going to start by asking everyone what caring means to them. So Natalia, what does it mean to you?
I think caring just means being nice to someone in a way that they want to be, and also they show caring for them, and then the person that they're with shows caring to them. So it's vice versa. So Leo, what do you think?
I agree with you, Natalia. I think caring has a lot of similarities to the golden rule, to treat others how you want to be treated, because everybody wants to be treated in a nice manner. So then if you treat the other person kindly and with caring, they will treat you back, and then it will be much easier to stay happier together. What do you think, Inka?
I fully agree with what both of you said. I think that caring is one of the most important things in a relationship, and if you don't care for the other person, then there's not really a point in the relationship. I also think that it's very similar to supporting the other person, so making sure that you're always there for them if they need something, and just in general helping them with any challenges that they might need to overcome or something that they're nervous about. So, Leo, can you give us an example of a time when someone's been caring for you?
In the fact of matter, I do. My mum cares a lot about me when she makes the delicious pasta bolognese that she does. It's so good.
What's the flavour?
Yeah, come on, tell us.
What type of pasta?
Usually it is penne. I'm not sure how you say that in English. But yeah, she usually makes it on a Saturday lunch once I've finished my tennis, which can be quite hard, which can be quite energetic.
So how can you tell that she cares? What shows that she cares about it?
It's just the emotion that comes in to the pasta. Whilst making food, you sort of have a care of the food.
What?
I don't know.
You can see it in her face.
Spiritual words.
Thank you.
Describe the pasta for me.
It's very yummy. It's her main meal, sort of, yeah. If anybody comes over for the first time, it's usually what she makes. But hey, yeah. I don't know what to say. I'm terrible at this. Thank you.
I can think of my dad being caring. Yeah. I think my dad cares for me because he shows signs of me wanting to help him out in stuff that he wants to do, helping with some electronics or helping move stuff. And then also, like Leo said, with food, he makes the best goulash. It's very good. It's very good. And you can tell he put a lot of love into it. It's a metaphor. He put a lot of love into it and care, and that's what I think. So Inka, now it's time for yours.
I think that caring is really important also in a friendship, because when my friends can tell that I'm clearly upset about something or worried about something or something's on my mind, they always make sure to ask and to make sure that I'm okay and ask if I need anything. And that really shows how much they care and that they actually want to help me out rather than not even noticing.
covers the subject control, so it will be quite difficult to discuss individually, so we're going to discuss as a group now. So, like, what do you think control means to you guys?
So I think that control is when you force someone else to do something that they don't necessarily want to do, or that they've made clear that they don't like the idea of. So it's like forcing someone to do something. I think there's a fine line between supporting someone and controlling them. Supporting them is like to hype them up and to like help them with something that they want to overcome or a challenge that they want to complete. But controlling is to physically tell them, oh, you have to do this, or you need to do this, or just generally making them do something that they don't necessarily want to do.
I agree with you, Inka. I believe that control is when when somebody sort of becomes the puppet master at a show, where they take control of the body and allow what to do and what not to do, like in school.
Fairs.
I think that's a really good metaphor.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
coming up with like metaphors for stuff. We're just talking about like
Talking
it
about, like, the
punctual.
golden rule and
Yeah.
metaphors and
Yeah, like
so
put like
fancy.
yeah.
I'm
I don't-
stuttering over my words. Like a full-on speech.
I like kind of think controlling is just like what Leo said, like it's like someone taking literal control over you, and it's just like them not letting you do anything you want, them like telling you do this, you do that, or because you're a woman, oh do this because you're a man, or like do this because you're like that, and it's just like not good for like the relationship. And if you have controlling in a relationship, it's just not gonna work out in general.
So, in my opinion, there's a fine line between like controlling someone and forcing someone to do something, and caring for them or supporting them in something that they want to do. So I think, what do you think about that? What do you think the fine line is, and how to differentiate?
I think that at a moment in time, the partner might believe that they are taking a certain amount of control for the care of the other person. Sometimes one partner can believe that they are caring for the other partner's good. However, at a certain point, that control can become quite aggressive and not become any more caring and become control for a bad manner.
So sometimes, for example, parents might tell you that they want you to do something, or that you have to do something. For example, like an extra class or tutoring or something that you don't necessarily want to do. And it might feel like they're controlling you, or they're making you do something, or forcing you into doing something. But this is generally just caring for you and wanting the best for you. So they've got good intentions, and they're trying to make it better off for you because they believe that that's something that might benefit you. So Nat, do you want to add on to that?
Yeah, just like adding on to your point, Inka, it's just like summarising it, but like same with teachers, they give homework and they're saying, and then like the kids are just like, oh, I don't want to do the homework, but sometimes, not always the homework helps, but sometimes the homework can just be like, oh, you need to do this because like it will help you, it will like literally help you in the future, and like it's like for your good and everything. Flipping the question around from the question before, how can caring like go into control, is like one of the partners can be like, oh, you do good in this, and then you'll do good in that, and they keep on repeating it, but they keep on like adding pressure onto the quote they're saying, and then it just becomes like controlling instead of caring. So it's like, oh, you do this, you can't do that. And then before they were like, oh, if you don't want to do this, then you could do that, but I want you to do this. So then it just builds up like the pressure and the tension of controlling, and then it just eventually goes from caring to controlling. Inka, your turn.
I completely agree that caring can sometimes like evolve and become controlling the other person. I also think that sometimes people think that like the victim thinks that they're only being cared for, but really it's the other person like controlling them. So for example, if your partner keeps on telling you like, oh, you should wear this, you'd look good in this, and it feels as if they're trying to like motivate you into wearing something, but if you've made it clear that you don't want to, or you're simply saying that like, oh no, I was going to wear something else, then it might be seen as controlling you, because they're forcing you to wear something that you maybe necessarily don't want to, and you should always have the choice to wear whatever you want rather than the other person. So thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. And Nat wants to say one more quick message.
Yeah, so as Inka said, thank you. And if you are struggling with anything, like, then you can contact Childline. And if you're like 16 plus or 18 plus, you can contact the NSPCC. And then there's this website we will post in the link down below. That's COOF. They're just basically people that can talk to you about your problems. You stay completely anonymous. You make an account, and then you will have to wait a little while, but you'll eventually get paired with like a therapist or something, and then you can talk about your problems. So thank you.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of LabListens. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!